Practical productivity tips to boost your performance.
Do you know anyone that seems to be living twice as much as you are? They are juggling so many balls, and yet they seem to get everything done and still have time to have fun. All the while, you feel you are racing from one fire to the next, trying to keep your life from going up in flames. Don't worry, you are not alone. Welcome to Luxtiva, the place to dream, learn, and improve your life. In this video, we will cover some techniques you can easily put in place that can help boost your productivity and bring a sense of calm to your life. Number 1. Prep work. This is one of our most effective productivity tricks here at Luxtiva. We take the time to both plan and prepare the night before, so we can easily complete the most important things the next day. In some ways, it's like God mode in a video game. If we set things up the night before, we almost always complete them with ease the next day. By getting things prepared, we line things up just right to make an easy sprint out of them, cruising along oblivious to the surrounding distractions. In general, there are fewer hurdles between you and your goal, and the problems you do encounter are more easily handled because you have prepared for them. So if you want to make a speed run of your task, take the time to get things ready the night before and see your productivity soar. Number 2. Limit yourself. Our DNA is programmed to gorge ourselves. In the early days, when we were lucky enough to have taken down a deer to feed ourselves or found an abundance of fruit, we didn't have the luxury of refrigeration. Nor did we know when our next chance to eat again would be. To handle this uncertainty, we ate all that we could to tide ourselves over to the next meal. This was a survival instinct, and those that did it passed this positive trait down to their offspring, us. Time has passed and the world has changed. What was once a positive survival trait has now become a negative one. Today, in most places in the world, more people are now dying from overeating than starvation. It doesn't end with eating. We also spend way too much time swiping away on TikTok, watching Netflix, or out drinking with our friends. Companies spend billions to capitalize on our tendencies, figuring out how to get us to overindulge in their products. So what do we do about it? We limit ourselves. Don't cut everything out of your life that brings you joy, but do set a limit on things. Have a beer, not a six-pack. Eat a couple of slices of pizza, not a whole pizza. Watch an episode of your favorite TV show. Don't binge the entire season. This will free up time to do more things in life and make you more productive. Number 3. Write down your goals. One of the ways we have improved productivity here at Luxtiva is by writing down our goals. It can be a daunting task, and nearly every one of us initially put off doing this. But once you start and make it a habit, you will find it adds fuel to your fire. There is something transformative about taking an idea or hope and making it physical by writing it down. It is as if it is more than just a dream. It is a destination. Some of us use whiteboards to do this, having them sit next to our desk where we can see them. Others just write it on paper and stick it to the wall where they can see it every day. The important part is that you actually write it down and that you display it where you will see it regularly. Number 4. Break down goals into attainable steps. This one builds upon the idea of writing our goals down. If all you do is write the goal down and put it somewhere you can see it daily, you will make it easier to reach that goal. But if you want to crank it up to the next level, you will go on to break the goal down into smaller, attainable steps. At first, it isn't important that the steps are precise. Rough steps are better than no steps. With time, the steps can be refined, and if you implement them one step at a time, your goal will be realized. Number 5. Get in your groove. Did you know the power of music has been proven to increase cognitive power and productivity in adults? Well, it has. So why not create a soundtrack for your life? The danger here is that you become so focused on what music to listen to while you are working that it destroys your focus and concentration. Music shouldn't be a distraction. It should add to your focus. Find a time outside of work to create a very long playlist of tunes that can blend into the background as you work. You don't want wonky music that grabs your attention. You want music that sets the mood, so you may need to create several lists for the different types of work you do. Number 6. Remove distractions. When you are serious about growing plants, what do? You build a greenhouse. Why? Because a greenhouse is a perfect environment for plants to grow in. They are at the right temperature. They have water, soil, fertilizer, and sunlight. Basically, all the things they need to thrive. If the environment is toxic or they don't have enough of the fundamental necessities of life, they will wither and die. People are no different. You need to remove all the toxic elements in your life to be successful. When you are in an environment that is filled with distractions like TV, your phone, loud people, interrupting coworkers, and so on, you won't be able to thrive. So you need to cut these out one by one until you have a place that is as close to perfect as possible. Some things you won't be able to remove, but you can get closer to the ideal. Number 7. Focus on quality. Steve Jobs said, "Quality is more important than quantity. One home run is much better than 2 doubles." It is better to have a quality tool to do a job than to try and make do with something cheaper. Sure, in a pinch, you do what you have to, but don't make it a habit or a lifestyle. You deserve to have excellent tools to do your job. When deciding to buy something, do the research and buy the highest quality that you can afford. Having the right tool will usually lead to an increase in your productivity. Take a moment to think back over these techniques. Which one do you think you can put into action today? Write it down in the comment section to help cement the commitment to yourself and the rest of our community. If you found this video valuable, please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you think can benefit from it. Now for our bonus section. A final tip to help you boost your productivity is to find your optimum times. Life has a rhythm, a cycle, a series of ups and downs that happen at regular intervals. You are no different. Each of us has certain times of the day when we are at peak capacity, when we are working at our optimal effectiveness and efficiency. These are our peak times. The majority of us will find this sometime in the morning. For others, it could be in the afternoon. It can be any time really. But despite how late many of us burn the midnight oil, it is only rarely at night. We challenge you to examine this in your life over the next week, because once you find the 2 to 3 hours of the day where you really get things done, you can start to schedule the most important activities of your day during those times and bring your productivity to a whole new level. Thanks for joining us here at Lux Diva, and we look forward to reading about your successes in the comments.